Now they throwing them at you.
Hey! Crash your badge! Crash your badge! You are right! Crash your badge! Crash your badge! You are going down! You are going down! You are going down! All of you!
So I just arrived here. Tear gas is being deployed in front of the police station in Akron. I'm going to try to get across to the side with more protesters, but basically the tear gas seemed to have split them in half. Again, tear gas has been deployed here in Akron. The police are pressing forward.
it's wrong too. I don't know what the fuck y'all think y'all protecting, man. That's bullshit. Bullshit. That's bullshit. That's on them, nigga. That's bullshit. Yeah, y'all know they wrong. That's bullshit. Fuck y'all. What's up with the real game? Fuck y'all. You ready to die for our shit, though? Why don't y'all go home? Get the fuck home. Y'all ain't protecting shit. Y'all protecting these killing motherfuckers. Fuck y'all. What about y'all goddamn kids? Fuck our kids, huh?
You a bitch! 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 You a bitch!
Fucking Ohio. Ain't nobody scared of you motherfuckers. That shit happened in Minneapolis. That shit happened all over the time. This Akron, Ohio. Fuck the police. Fuck the police.
Fuck the police!
We don't run from shit. Shoot that shit y'all gonna shoot. We don't run from shit.
Don't look at me, the public servant! Look at the public servant! Fuck you! What you honoring that man for? You're a public servant! You shouting out back! Public servant! Don't shake your head, because you want to come over here without that badge and that gun. You bitch, stand on this side, you bitch. James lives matter. Black lives matter. James lives matter. Come up the street. Justice for Jalen. Justice for Jalen. Justice for Jalen! Justice for Jalen! Justice for Jalen!
What's up, man? I'm the Lord.
Y'all afraid of your own identity now?
3, 4, 5, 63 shots in his mouth. And then y'all put handcuffs on him. And tied your tongue again like y'all was trying to stop him bleeding. Who shot him in the face?
98 times! Man, I only got a record! 98 times! Here y'all walk
Take that shit off and see me. Smile in my face for real. Take that mask off, that shield off, that badge off, and come see me. I bet you wouldn't. I bet you wouldn't look like that.
Bitch ass. My mama should be ashamed of herself making all y'all.
Why don't you? You ain't a
Now you ain't learning.
That's called fascism. That's called fascism. That's called a police state.
Black lives matter. James lives matter.
Black lives matter. 98 times.
I wish you had no black officer. There's no black officers out here. I know it is. I don't see no black officers out here.
You don't have to identify yourself as a public servant.
Ain't no black officers.
Does a citizen have to identify themselves when you ask?
You are a Hebrew Edomite.
Where's your identity? Where's your identity? Huh? This is the fucking Gestapo tactics out here.
You will be enslaved. You gonna be enslaved. You gonna be enslaved. You gonna be enslaved. Oh, y'all gonna be enslaved, right? Y'all follow the Bible, right? That's what the Bible says. Y'all come up here too. Y'all come up. Hey, hey. Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police!
Watch them walking out right here.
Justice for Jalen! Justice for Jalen! Justice for Jalen!
Everybody gas. Everybody gas. Just tell us to leave, bro. Tell us to leave. You want us to come home? Huh? Yo, want us to hey.
Justice for Jalen!
I don't know Bible shit, bro.
Justice for Jalen!
You want us to leave?
Justice for Jalen! Justice for Jalen! Justice for Jalen!
Hey, say if Jalen don't get it, shut it down.
If Jalen don't get it, shut it down! If Jalen don't get it, shut it down!
If Jalen don't get it, we say shut it down.
If Jalen don't get it, if Jalen don't get it, if Jalen don't get it, shut it down!
Nigga back behind this big ass man, he about to talk.
Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! I said fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Pussy asshole!
Man, take that raggedy bullhorn. We can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
And we can't hear you!
We can't hear you.
I'm a free man! I'm not
We
a country!
can't hear you.
I'm a free man! I don't got no country! You can't order me to do shit! I'm standing here peacefully! I'm standing here peacefully! I ain't touched you, don't touch me! I got the right to stand my ground! Bitch! Fuck you! Fuck you! We got the right to assemble peacefully! We have the constitutional right to assemble peacefully!
Okay, I couldn't hear a single word that the cop said through his little bullhorn or whatever, but I believe that what he was trying to declare was like an unlawful assembly. In other words, if you're still here, we'll arrest you regardless of.
Y'all want to go home?
It sounds like they're trying to say it again.
You can't make no commands! I'm a free man! It's my constitutional right! You'll be fucking with my constitutional right if you do anything to me! I have the right to assemble and my people and my constitution! You know what I'm saying?
They about to try to tackle us.
Justice for Jalen! 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 Justice for Jalen!
They don't give a fuck. They don't care.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't care.
They don't give a fuck. I am gonna do it. I am gonna do it just like this. In your face. You fucking bitches. Fuck you. Nigga, fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. Nobody there, so you ain't nobody there.
Shit is.
That's how you feel about us. Y'all want
running gas. I'm just saying. How you feel about Jay? You talking to me now? I'm talking to
That's
you.
on blind.
How do you feel about Jalen? How do you feel about Jalen? Can we talk? Can we talk like man? How do you feel about Jalen?
You can't fight.
You don't know enough. You don't watch the TV.
You wins too though.
Justice for Jalen. Justice for Jalen.
Look me in my eyes like a man.
How your kids feel about Jalen?
Look me in my eyes like a man.
This is cool. Appreciate you saying so, man.
How you feeling about my How you feeling about my How you feeling about my
Yes, all right.
Justice for Jalen! Justice for Jalen! Why they doing this?
Fuck you!
Everybody came down on him. Should he be lighting their ass up right now?
Hey, fuck that shit! Start running from him. Fuck that shit!
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just shit, guys. It just sting a little bit.
Come on, the car is
It's chill, guys.
Alright, that's fine with you guys.
Get your ass over here! Get your ass over here!
Yeah, as long as we out in that shit, we good, guys. So now the body
We good. Oh, don't worry about that, baby. I'm trained for this shit, guys. I'm a motherfucking soldier, bro.
Hey, we train with you again.
You know we
Fucking meeting! Fucking meeting!
Alright, guys. So they marched the cops earlier. I guess they're not having that shit tonight.
least to see if I see him.
Police basically fired a bunch of tear gas to clear the entire block that's like adjacent to the police station here. Pushed most of the people in other blocks, around to the side. I'm one of the only journalists out here. I haven't really seen much other press. It does look like the police are continuing to push forward. I'm not sure how far they're going to take it, or whether they're just going to take the block outside the police station. So I'm about a block down now from the block where that police station excuse me, sorry. That was actually quite unexpected. Earlier tonight, as I concluded a live stream that I did into kind of, throughout the day and then late into the afternoon, the activists said that basically they plan to return to the Justice Center in the evening. So I actually departed for a while to process some video stuff, and then came back out ready to film some more. Basically, right as I arrived, there was actually tear gas in the air, and I asked somebody, is that, what happened? And they said that they got tear gas, and it sounds like basically what had happened before that, although I didn't see this. What somebody told me was that basically they had set a flag on fire or something like that, and then the police started shooting tear gas. As I arrived there, the tear gas sort of split the group in half, sending some to the east and some to the west. The westward side was bigger, so that's where I followed. And then the police started gradually pushing them and declaring it an unlawful assembly. Not sure how good the quality here is, but you can see that the police are standing up the hill looking down at the fire here.
Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Did anyone get tear gas?
Let's go tear gas down there and break the window.
I swear to God. Throw some shit down here.
Look at that. Looking at the cops through the fire. Looking at the cops through the fire. Looking at the police through the
Victim assistance in the background with the fire going.
Oh, yeah. Well, the situation deteriorated into a dumpster fire. My understanding is that they had burned a flag or something like that outside the police station, and then the police responded by tear gassing the crowd, which pushed them away and obviously made them angry. We're now a couple blocks away from the police station, and they set a dumpster on fire. So there are police standing up there. And just sort of staring down at it. It seems that the police is only interested just at this point keeping them away from the police station. But they don't seem as interested in this dumpster fire or whatever. That they're just watching it from a distance. So we'll see if the police continue to press forward or not. Okay, it looks like an MRAP is coming down the street toward them, so see what comes out of there. Apologies if I misidentified that vehicle, but see what's about to happen. About a block from the fire, there's a large police vehicle that just drove up and stopped.
Hey, get me on there. Hey.
You sure?
Yeah. Hey. Rest in peace, Jalen. Y'all dead wrong. Y'all dead wrong. Y'all should have never killed that. That's overkill. That's dead wrong and that's overkill. Y'all should have never did that. Because if that was a black man on a black man, guess what y'all would have said? When he ran off and he hit him in his back, guess what y'all would have said? Y'all would have said that is overkill, so that's overkill with an officer. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Just because y'all got a badge don't mean that y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want to. We tired of you.
stayed.
Stayed.
Yeah, I came back. I
didn't know anything was going down when I came back. When I got back here, there was gas in the air. I was like, what the fuck happened?
No gas tomorrow too. They were typically do it like before 11 p.m. You came ready though. So.
Yeah. I've got a bulletproof vest in my car.
I've never had one. I've never ever gotten one. I don't even have a helmet, man.
I figured it'd be too sweaty tonight.
Alright, be safe. I'll see you around, okay?
Justice for Jalen!
Justice for Jalen!
Justice for Jalen!
Justice for Jalen!
Looks like the police have taken fire.
bitch ass is so scared. Hey, bitch ass is so scared.
News 2 show.
Okay.
We met earlier tonight, right?
What's that?
I think we met earlier tonight, right?
I'm from the Beacon Journal. I don't think so. I think I saw you around, but I never met you.
Okay, well, cool. Good to see you
I
again.
just figured there's like a little bit of, strength in numbers in terms of media.
Yeah. No, I'm happy to come today. They've been pretty friendly with us.
Yeah. Well, I'm not so much worried about them.
Worried about the cops, yeah. The cops seem to not consider me any different. Not that they're being especially adversarial, but no free passes this evening. So if they cuddle everyone, like that's probably it.
Is there gas still?
Not for maybe 15 minutes.
Well, I got some downwind earlier.
Yeah, so it seems like their priority really is just protecting up there, like near the actual police station. Because other shit's they've been smashing windows here, they set that on fire, and the police seem pretty disinterested in all of that.
They smashed this business here?
They tried to. I don't know if they
Hold on.
But yeah, they were hitting that with something.
That one with the purple sign?
Yes. You'll probably see scratches. I don't think they got through it, but they were hitting it. Okay, so the things I understand that's kind of going on right now, and you might have overheard me describing it to another reporter, is that the police seem kind of only interested in, like, vehemently protecting, like, the actual police department. So far, I've seen them kind of drive back and forth down here, but they don't seem especially interested in the literal flaming pile of garbage. Not that anything particularly of value was lost there, but apparently the tear gas began with essentially them setting a flag on fire outside of the police station. So, in other words, the conduct outside the police station seems to be getting hit much harder, whereas down here, as they're kind of doing what they want, the police are pretty much just watching them do it. So, it's kind of at a standstill, again, with a literal dumpster fire kind of in the middle.
Bro, there's so many of us not
Hey, good looking, bro. Good looking for the
Are you
report.
Channel 5 News?
Pay for that?
You get us up here?
Sorry?
Pay for it?
Pay for what?
Report, like, you just get money off of it.
I mean,
No, we're not the bad people. They the bad people. We're
YouTube,
not down
Facebook,
here.
and Twitter. Just go to Facebook.
Yeah, we're not here to
do
do
you
nothing
get like
bad.
I don't know what you get for it. Like what's the report have? Like you still get like a lot of like notice will go off of it. Like do people like that you record.
I mean, people follow live streams and this kind of stuff.
Yeah, because
live stream.
He knows this is the for you on people's pages.
Yeah,
For the people or for you. Right? You know what I'm talking about? Which is for you.
like
Okay,
for
so-
you, like you click on something like for you. If you
Oh,
post that,
oh, like a-
it'll be like
Yeah.
it'll pop up quick.
Hashtag.
It'll pop up quick. It'll pop up quick. That's
Right,
what you're doing.
gotcha.
That popcorn over there popping.
It's popping.
Who threw that glass?
As they were joking, we've reached the popcorn stage of the dumpster fire. Something inside of it was like literally popping. Anyway, the police are basically just standing there watching them. Most of the people are kind of standing here watching the police, yelling at them and so forth. But, you know, basically there's this fire in the middle that's just kind of continued on, but there hasn't been a whole lot of movement on either side. It's for the most part, it's a stalemate. The other kind of interesting thing is that traffic hasn't actually closed. So as the police stand here looking at the protesters with a dumpster fire in the middle, there's actually traffic going by. Dumpster popcorn.
Yeah, right? I can't believe they stayed this long. I think they can't control it. They're panicking a little.
I think that the police have just decided that all they care about is the police station, and so anything
Doesn't help
farther.
fucking front of his glass. I think about it all the time. I'm like, dude, the entire front of it.
Talk about shattering the glass ceiling. Are you local here?
Yeah. I'm born and raised in Akron, but I'm about to move to Cleveland in like 2 weeks. So
When did we? I know I've met you before. What things did I meet you at?
I have no clue. Literally could not remember.
Okay, fair
No
enough.
clue. But you look,
Louisville? Columbus? DC? Nah.
no. No, I'm reasonably early career. I mean, like I've never worked for a huge publication. For like scrappy newsrooms. My last newsroom went under. Like
Was
we
it
had
like
the
local?
first, we had the first cooperatively owned like local arts and culture publication. It was very cool.
That is a cool one.
We had Report for America. I was Report for America, like with them, and but so I'm a.
So are you just shooting independently now, or?
No, I got picked up by the Buckeye Flame, and they're a statewide LGBT publication. I had already done some like freelancing.
Oh,
So now
I
I'm
met
a-
somebody else here who is also. Do you have someone else on field here today?
No, maybe it was me.
Did I meet you earlier?
Maybe.
Maybe. God, what a long day.
It's been a long day. Listen.
I remember someone specifically
No,
explaining
and there
like
was.
that
Oh
they
my gosh, it
work
must
with
have been me.
LGBT Ohio.
It must have been me because we're the only.
It must have been you, and I just like literally just
That's okay.
brain
It's been a
fart.
fucking day, man. All day.
Yeah. I really didn't think it would go this way. And I got here late in the evening, like as they were tear gassing already. But it seems like at every step that the police have kind of like escalated it, and people respond, and then it escalates. Like,
Hey, chick!
Were you over on the west side too? And
so I came in on the, I'm like parked there, like down there. I came in up on the east side and was surprised to see that there was tear gas in the air. And I was like, what the hell happened? Right? And then I saw that more people were going west, so I ran across to the west side as they switched it out.
oh, okay.
And that's when I ended up.
I literally live a minute from here. I've just been at home, like going back and forth.
Do you just walk out the door and come here, or did you have to drive?
No, I have to drive, but it's real quick. It's literally under a minute. Like,
Gotcha.
You can almost see. You can almost see the station from which was.
Right.
It's because I'm up in West. What is this shit coming? Oh my god. I don't have my glasses on. I didn't realize they opened the top.
Oh yeah, they've got a. At first, what I thought was going to happen, and I thought would actually be kind of cool, is if he had a hose, because they opened that, they went in front of the dumpster fire and opened that thing, and I thought he was going to like spray water. That would have actually been kind of interesting. But no, I assume he actually.
I mean, I knew. Like, they've had several officers not disciplined for being members of like extremist militia groups and saying things on Facebook, and so we have a lot of young officers, white officers, and I think I knew it would be us eventually.
So, I don't know the local politics related to the police that well, obviously, because I'm not from here. Something I've noticed is that the press conference was like Akron PD, and then the cops I saw today with the big ones were all sheriff's department, and then I see these guys are marked as state troopers.
Yeah, they're troopers. Yeah.
So
they've been planning for days.
Do you think what they're trying to do is make it so that tomorrow the police chief will come and go, I didn't think that. Like, it wasn't my guys. Like, is that their... They do that in DC. DC, that's where they, like, the local cops, like, just like the local cops.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And this police chief is new.
Right.
And people are pissed anyway because he sued his former department for... He essentially sued his former department saying they were racist against him because he's white. So he had an open suit before...
I just want to be clear, we don't know whose side this is.
But I'm not covering like justice at the time. So I don't know all the details.
I figured nobody wanted to get their carpool was, but
survey of like, who do you want to be your police chief? And they picked this guy.
I just wanted to double check that it wasn't none of our people's car.
It's gonna be interesting given that, you know, to see how.
Honestly, I think after.
They better move that black boy right there.
It seems like this has been just like
No, tomorrow. Well, and like New York Times picked up the press conference this morning. Tomorrow we're going to be here.
I was prepared to leave tomorrow.
I knew nothing about your newsroom. How big are you? Are you shooting independently? What's your deal? It's just you?
So I own my own thing, which I co-founded at home, and then I hire people to film. So I have roughly a dozen people, like who I pay on. They probably all add up to about 1.
Right.
Basically, all of those people are themselves freelancers for a time, like whatever. I try to go to stuff myself when it's like.
And you're in DC, you drove up?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think tomorrow's going to be something else.
I'm wondering whether the police are going to... Earlier somebody threw something, and it was like metal. Like, it was actually pretty tough. And the police like dodged it there, and I was actually afraid they were going to like charge it. And I feel like they actually don't have that many enemies. I can't.
They don't, but I think oh, there we go.
Yeah, right, like that.
I was gonna not get gas tonight.
You got a fixed fuel earlier?
No, thank God. I haven't guessed in a couple years. Yeah, since like 2020. Yeah. But I never have the, like, I'm just like, you understand, I rarely get the proper gear. It's like, you gotta be scrappy and like figure it out. And, like,
Army surplus stores are good. And also, like Ace Hardware, honestly, right? Like, this is really a painting.
I got one. I didn't even bring it. I like them.
I was actually surprised at how poorly it worked tonight. Like, I've used this exact one like several times, and tonight I feel like I didn't get like airtight or whatever. Like, I put it on and then I kind of ran like sort of through the gas, and it hurt me more than I was expecting it to.
Yeah.
Sometimes it be like that. All right. Well, we've all been looking at a dumpster fire for half hour now.
Alright, I'm about to wander. I'll see you. I'll be right.
All right.
And like, obviously, let's connect.
Yeah. Do you have Twitter?
Yeah. I'm, oh my God. Actually, let me, are you on Twitter?
Yeah.
Let me just follow you right now. Where are you at?
FORD. FIS.
This is not it. It's not going to have us professional soundtrack. We're not.
I'll see you around.
All right.
Be safe if I don't.
Yeah. Send me a message so I know it's you.
This is not the fucking way to get it. What up, home? Dumpsters, houses? How the fuck are we getting justice? How? If somebody can explain that to me, okay, listen. This is not the way. It's not it.
Ain't no motherfucking justice. Fuck the house. You think they thought about you? You think they thought about
And everybody on the sidewalk step back with the crowd so we can proceed the protest in a proper manner so they don't keep coming at us with the tear gas. We allowed to say whatever we want out here. Freedom of speech. Say whatever you want. But just step back. Just step back. Just step back and protest. We here for one thing and one thing only. Jalen Walker. We're here for justice.
I got 5 of them. All black men, I got 5 of them. I was blessed to have 5 of them. I was blessed to have 5 of them. I don't want mine to be a Jalen.
I need everyone to be mindful that this fire is near the gas of this vehicle. And regardless of whether the flame is touching the vehicle or not, the vehicle's getting hot, and we all know what happens with heat combustion. I hope we all know what happens with heat combustion. Long story short, I ain't telling you to go home, but I am telling you to back the fuck up. Just back up, because I don't want nobody else to get hurt by shrapnel or anything else coming up off this vehicle.
Again, the situation where I am is there's probably 100 people or so behind me. They're chanting justice for Jalen. Between them and the police is basically a dumpster fire that's mostly burned out by now. And then traffic is driving by, and about half the people in the traffic are just normal drivers, and about half of them are protesters participating who go by, say something to the cops, and then keep driving. But it's sort of at a stalemate there. I do see some movement on the police side across the street there, but I'm not sure if that's actually indicative of them pressing forward or just communicating with each other. But again, we'll see if either side tries to break the stalemate first. But the police so far were extremely aggressive in keeping people away from the police station. But now that we're a couple blocks away from it, they just seem less interested. Okay, a bunch of riot cops are coming down the street fast, so I'm guessing that they're going to push in just a few moments. Viewer discretion is advised because I have no idea what's going to happen. of red and blue coming in.
God damn.
Hey!
sigh of a breath of relief when you think you're about to get kettled and not get to go back to your hotel room tonight. The police just split the thing in half again, kind of a similar technique to how the evening started. They pushed in and separated the whole thing into two halves. I'm kind of on the smaller half, the east side here. But basically now the police have fully occupied the area with the old dumpster fire that we've been looking at for a while. They're tear gassing the opposite side, which has more people. Oh, come on, the wind's blowing this way.
Follow my voice. I know you can't see, baby. Stop. Just stop, baby.
Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. I need water. Somebody please help me.
All right. So that sucked. The police separated people two sides. I ended up on the side that they actually did not tear gas, but the tear gas was so strong, and then the wind blew it in my direction. So it actually blew it right past the police line. I'm sort of straight at the side that I was on.
That's tear gas?
Yeah.
Knew it.
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts. Some guy just asked, "Is that tear gas?" Thing is, like, it's kind of a nice evening out here. Like, there's people out here doing stuff that has nothing to do with the protests and stuff. But honestly, that split it up enough that I'm gonna head back in the direction of where I parked. I'm gonna see what's going on along the way, but this might be a wrap for me pretty soon. Because that. All right, I'm better. I'm okay, but them doing that kind of scattered the rest of the people, and I ended up with like only about a dozen people on the physical side of the police line that I'm on. So seems like a heavy police vehicle is pushing in that direction as well. I don't know if they're going to try to chase those guys down or what. you. Yeah. Sit tight. We're gonna try something here. All right, fam, here's the deal. Okay, here's the thing. The protesters basically got pushed the opposite direction from the way that I was. Okay, to the person who's watching and telling me about how the tech is going, please tell me if you can actually hear me, so that I know that I'm not just talking to nobody. It keeps saying audio input disabled. Alright, I don't know if y'all can hear me, but again, let me know if you can hear me or not. But what I'm going to try to do is drive around the direction that I think that they were pushed and see if I can catch up with the rest of the protest, if there even is one at this point. Otherwise, that'll be a wrap for the night, but we'll see what's going on other places. Looks like this is blocked off. Okay, again to my folks watching. So I tried to kind of flank around and head over to the area where the protesters are, who were pushed the opposite way from me. If you saw earlier, basically the police separated everybody into two halves. I ended up on the side with far less people, and then they ended up using tear gas on the opposite side, but of course the wind basically blew the tear gas in the direction that I was in. So it ended up really pushing everybody apart. And so I tried to wrap around and see if I could find them, but there was a police blockade that way. I turned around, gonna take another right here. If it's not possible to wrap around back there, I'm probably gonna end the live stream, but frankly, the way that this has been going all night is that the police have been tear gassing, pushing people apart from each other, and it's making the individual groups smaller and smaller. Meanwhile, the activists have kind of been saying, you know, don't let up, don't go home. We can all keep it together. We'll be okay. And you know, that has that had some limited success. You know, here we are live streaming an hour and a half later, but you know, for my own part, I don't know where the protest is, if there is any more. So stay tuned. I'm gonna try to get us back to where we were, kind of by flanking around a little bit. I'll get out of the car and continue live streaming if there's anything else to see. Otherwise, that's kind of a wrap. But in the meantime, enjoy a nice 4th of July stroll with News to Share in Akron, Ohio. I should say that my kind of guiding star right now is that I can actually still hear the helicopter, which is to my right. So it is approximately, like, things are approximately where I think they are. But the question is the helicopter just circling the police station just because, or is there any continuing demonstration to look at? So at this point, I think I've turned around far enough that as I drive back this way, eventually I should be back in contact with it. So hold tight. Either we will have something to see or we won't quite soon. Okay, so the third stop on that rotary was pretty much what I was looking for. God, this keeps falling off. I never have it sideways. So I'm going to see if I can find a place to park, and then I'll get out and see if I can check that spot out. All right, so I actually got a better tip because I actually didn't see that many people at that spot that I just mentioned, but I got a better tip that the Children's Hospital is where the helicopter is, which is kind of the way we came. It was sort of the way that I started while I was going around. So again, bear with me. It might ultimately not make sense for me to try to continue live streaming on the street here. But I'm gonna again keep it going, and I'll see if I can see if I can find anything. It's possible that the helicopter is just essentially surveilling at this point. The helicopter isn't necessarily above actual activists. The whole time that we've been driving around like this, basically since I departed from the original spot and then tried to go back around kind of the flank to see you know, what might have become of the other side when the police line split. I've only actually seen one protester since then, and so it is possible that for the most part they've kind of dispersed. But again, I'm gonna find out in just a bit, so bear with me. Apparently between Facebook and Twitter, I've got 2,000 people, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, I've got about 2,000 people watching me sitting at a red light, which is kind of a weird feeling. The sign said free parking weekends and holidays, and it is now the 4th of July. So I'm going to get out and I'm going to check out basically the west side, the side that the protesters were pushed to. If you were watching earlier, I got a comment, or someone messaged me that there was a comment in the chat saying that that's where people are now. So this has been a chaotic and confusing night, and to be frank, the like exact, I don't know, the tactics of law enforcement aren't super clear to me, because things were kind of chill during the day, and it seemed that basically, or at least what I heard, was that this the tear gassing and so forth started basically over the setting on fire of a flag that was their flag. What I've personally witnessed was that the stuff that followed was that basically that escalated the situation, that things got worse from there. So, just 1 second. Sorry? Protests. Yeah. Someone driving by just asked what's going on over there, and I said, protests. And they said, the shooting, right? Yes. Again, I've got somebody who's kind of watching and doing technical assistance. If that person could please confirm that the sound is still working. On my screen, it's saying audio input disabled, so I just want to make sure that that you guys can actually still hear me. All right, I see the flashing red lights. Not sure if the demonstrators are still here, but that's what apparently this tip said. Has it been quiet on this side for a while, or is it like stuff been going crazy?
Well, my boyfriend's up there going batshit crazy. Then I'm tear gassing already.
Yeah. I was there when there was tear gas a while ago, but I ended up on the other side. I like drove all the way around back to here. Looks like it's only a few left versus a lot of riot cops.
Because I was trying to help you, okay? You be safe, okay?
Take your ass home, bro. Oh my God.
wounds, 90 fucking shots. Fuck y'all. Hey, hold back up left me. Just you up. Jump fast. 90 fucking shots. 60 fucking wounds. Cause I'm a threat. Because I'm black. Cause I'm a threat. Because I'm black. Huh? Fuck y'all. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Here they come. Here they come. I'm about to go to jail tonight. For sure. Shit sad, bro. Shit sad. I have nothing in my hands. They shot me a tear gas in my fucking face. Nothing.
Burns.
Nothing, no. No rocks, no nothing. My hand's is open. They shot me with fucking tear gas. Then handcuff him. You agree with that? You probably don't. Straight face. You agree with that? Somebody's going to burn. And approach your service with it. And still shoot. You got smart me up, mate. Let me get back to you. Let me get back to you. You got smart me up, mate. What's up?
You're a reporter for Akron.
No, News to Share. But I met a few of those guys today. News to Share is the name of my outlet.
Oh, okay. So you have your own.
From Washington, D.C.
Oh, you came all the way here from Washington? How long did it take you?
5.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This needs to be covered.
Yeah. I have a feeling that
Did
a
you
lot
get
of
all the other footage?
Yeah, I was at the press conference
No,
with the
talk about
family.
like everything that just happened.
Oh yeah. I actually, what happened was like when you were here when they got to your guest, like right here. So like when that happened, and then they split everybody kind of in half, or they split everyone in half, and then they tear gassed this side.
Yeah.
I ended up on that side, but then the tear gas all blew that way. It all blew toward us. So I ran that way. That's where my car was, and then I drove all the way around, and then parked at a garage like there, so that I could make it back to here. And then there's only like a handful of people left now. But,
what is the police doing all down there?
They were basically they started pushing people like in that direction, but the gas mostly did it for them. But there were way fewer people on that side of it, and they were kind of running away anyway. So I don't know if any of them even did the same thing, like scrambling around to here.
It's really like
They're allowed to talk back to me. Sorry, y'all.
Somebody chase your kid and shoot up there 90 times, 60 fucking minutes. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? I'm not a threat. My hands is up. What would you do if somebody killed your kid that you didn't wake up to every day? What would you do? You? What would you do? Got fucked up in my spot and tail. Fuck pussy. Now let me talk to you. With the fucking smirk in your face. Look at me. Hands said my fault. I'm not a threat. Hold on. Let me talk to you. Look at me. You can't even look at me. What would you do? Somebody chasing your kid and somebody fired 90 shots at them and hit them 60 times. What would you do? You can't even fucking look at me. That's sad. You can't even fucking look at me. My hands are set. Number 3. Huh? Number 3. Mama 3. My hands are set. I don't want to look at your face. You are the bullshit. My hands are set. I got a cell phone on me. I said, look, your eyes got big as hell. And I said, I got something, huh? Your eyes got big as hell, huh? Huh? I'm a threat, huh? Huh? Yeah. I'm a threat. Look at me. I'm gonna ask you. If somebody chased your fucking kid and shot them 60 fucking times, what would you do? What would you do? Answer. You can't. You can't. I have a black son. Nigga, I cried thinking about him. I have to explain to my son what the fuck happened. It's okay for a white man to kill a nigga, huh? It's okay, huh? I have a fucking son. I gotta explain this shit to. It's okay, son. They can do whatever the fuck they want to. You love that shit. I don't care about your fucking face. You love that shit. Fucking pussy. Want that badge, you ain't shit. They give you a sense of power, huh? It takes somebody's fucking life. You fucking pussy. Hey, sir. Yeah, you looking around, you ready, huh? Oh, my God. Here they come. Back up. Here they come. Get up. Oh, man. Look, he got some shit right there. Take the meat, bitch.
I'm not a threat. I'm on a public street. There's 4 individuals out there.
Okay, from my perspective, this is pretty much dispersed. They took away the big vehicle from there. From when I was getting kind of a tip from, a source through a source through a source, I guess. But they were kind of directing me back toward here, which was the same place that I had sort of been trying to flank around to anyway. And then, what I find when I'm there is, I guess, some of the heavier, equipment that the police have. But what they're actually looking at is just like a few people who are yelling at them. So I do still hear a helicopter overhead. It is possible that more is going on in other places in the city right now. I think that basically the only thing that police have done sort of effectively is sort of split the protest up into pieces, tending to sort of exaggerate or exacerbate the how upset they are. It seems like it's kind of escalated the situation each time, but also made the individual groups smaller. And so when I got around to that side there, there were still people left, which is more than I can say for the direction that I had originally ran, but very few of them. So at this point, I am going to head back to my hotel room, where I will cut down my HD footage. So of course, if you've been watching the live stream, you've seen the last, nearly 2.5 hours of what's gone on out here. But I will have some highlights of HD footage, which I'll try to get up by the early morning, I suppose. guess I'm starting my 4th of July with a little Monster Energy drink and, praying for hotel Wi-Fi to work. So if you're watching on YouTube, kick in on Super Chat. If you have the ability to go on Patreon, check out Patreon. I have a News to Share Patreon. That's patreon.com/Ford Fischer, FORD-FISCHER. And that's how you can support News to Share. I will, I think, plan to stay here to see what ends up happening tomorrow. I know that there's expected to be a march to the mayor's house. And I want to see how the community responds after what happened tonight, because throughout the day today, something that I really want to emphasize is that it wasn't until the nighttime that there was any kind of violence. It was only when I came back out, it was only in the course of this live stream that I saw any of this. But throughout the day, the actual organizers were emphasizing over and over and over again how the family wants peace, how the family does not want this violence to occur, and the family participated in those events. So again, I would note that throughout the evening, frankly, most of the stuff that I saw protesters do was in response to force used by police. That's not making excuses for anybody, but just the action always seems to be exacerbated sort of in that context. So it'll be interesting to see what the activist community does and says tomorrow, given that they've been all about, we don't want this to happen. Exactly this situation was what they were spending all day talking about avoiding. So